just started the recording. So we're gonna have sit bones on the block, spine nice and tall. Imagining a string at the top of your head, taking you up taller, trying to create space between the vertebrae. And then in that length, envision your breath allowing you to come in to expand the ribs on all sides. And in that expansion, keep your shoulders soft. Keep the muscles of your face soft, the muscles of your neck soft, and allowing your exhales to be just a titch longer than your inhales. So we might inhale 2, 3, 4, pause, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Inhale 2, 3, 4, pause, and then exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You come back to your normal breath. Allowing the body to settle into your block, maintaining the length in the spine, and then setting an intention for your practice. May I be what in this practice? Find your feeling, your sensation, your vision, whatever that may be. Find what it is for that practice, for this practice. Take your hands to the sides, reaching the fingers towards the floor, and then drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Lift up the left ear. Reach out with the left fingertips. And then bring your head back to center. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Lift up through your right ear and reach out with your right fingertips. And then come back to center. Turn your head to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. So we move just like any other day we might move. The difference is that we're being mindful in our movement. We're noticing if there's any weaknesses or cricks in the movement. Good. And then back to center. Take your left ear to your left shoulder and then turn your gaze down to the left floor. And then turn your gaze forward, come back up, right ear to right shoulder, and turn your gaze down. Gaze back forward and then back up to center. Take your arms up, palms up. So reaching out, spread your fingers. Move your fingers around. And then lift the arms up. And then take the arms back down. And then up. And then down. Inhale up. And then down. Good, and then up. Good. From here, move your shoulders down and away from you, but reach up through your pinkies. And draw your lower front ribs down towards your hip points, but stay lifted through the sternum. And then do that a little bit more by lifting up through the sternum, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. We're getting a little bit of a back bend here. Not much, just a little. And then release back to center. Take the arms down to the side. Reach with your fingertips. Palms are facing up. Turn your palms down. And then turn your palms up. And then down. And then up. And then down. And then up. Hold here. Right arm comes down. Left arm comes up and over. And we'll just tilt to the right. Keeping your left bum down. Really lengthening out through the left side. Turn your gaze up on the inside of your left arm towards the ceiling. Notice what muscles are working to hold your head here in space in your neck, and just soften them a little. And then back up to center. Right arm comes out to the right, tilt to the left, right palm is up. I'm tilting over to the left, I'm resting on my left hand, and then I'm turning my gaze up to the inside of the right arm. Same thing, notice your muscles in your neck, soften them just a little. Release the holding. Come on back. Take your hands behind you. Interlace. Shoulders come back. Move your elbows towards straight. Fists move away from you. Squeeze. Good, and then release it. Good, right arm comes up. Right arm comes to the middle of the shoulder blades. Left palm is down, left arm is going to come up and around, and we're going to touch fingers or in the direction of touching fingers to get a stretch in the shoulder joint here. So your fingers might touch. If you like, you can use a strap. I'll show you what that looks like. So I've got my strap here. I'm going to come around. Hold like so. Connecting with the out breath. Release. Left side, left's going to come up and over. Got my strap in my left. Left elbow is moving up towards the ceiling. Right arm is out to the right, right palm is down. I'm going to come up and around and up and over and grab the strap on that side. And slowly releasing that as well. Shoulders move up and back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to fix forward again. So bring your arms out. Okay, and notice how far we can get with the hand on its own. And if you can get to a 90-degree with the wrist there, I need a little bit of help. But let's stretch the forearms. Take your palm to a supinated position, so palm out. Hands, opposite hands come to the fingers, and take your wrist, move it out, open up the forearm, set your shoulder in place. So I'm not here, I'm drawing my shoulder back. This is a really good stretch that you can do almost daily. Holding, breathing. I know I've got you holding here. I think we'll work through some shoulders and then down to the back, a little bit of hips. Release, move the fingers. And then left side. So supinate, grab the fingers and then take it back. Stretching the forearm on the left side. That feels good for me. And then release that, move the fingers on the left side. Grip your hands, start to do some figure eights, round, round with the wrists. So my top hand is doing a little bit of the leading. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Stuff. Okay, back up. Spread your fingers wide. This is your downward dog arms. Reach away, put your arms away, and then plug the arm bones back in. We're just flossing the shoulder blades a little. Reach and plug. And reach and plug. I'm going to try and do this without putting my ribs into it, because I'm also rounding my back a little, but I'm going to try and not round my back. So I'm going to keep my spine in the same position and move just my shoulder blades. Move just my arms. Moving my arms independent of my rib cage. Yeah, I can still see myself moving my ribs a little. So I need to really focus on not moving the ribs with this action. So I'm going to get less movement, and that's fine. I might not go as far. Okay, now reach, lengthen, plug the arm bones back in and lift through the chest. Turn your palms, turn them out just a little. So your hands are still in the same position, but turn so that your biceps face up. It's hard to do without the reference of the floor, without the leverage of the floor, without the solid foundation of the floor. But I've got this action here. I've got my shoulder blade here resting on my back rib. If we take the arms out to the side, notice my arms are actually an extension of the back of my body here. Bring your arms forward, but keep your shoulder blades on your back ribs. Do it again. Open up. And forward. And open up. And then forward. Good. And now from here, Hold your shoulder blades there. Take your arms up. Just the arms are moving. Arms, arms, arms. Take your low rib down towards your hips. Breathe. So my arms are beside my ear. It's a lot of work for me here. Ribs are moving down towards your hip points. Bring your arms back down. Don't change your shoulder blades. I mean, your shoulder blades are going to move a little. We're trying to move the arms independent of the rib cage. Take it back up. As you reach up, keep the ribs moving down. So the space between your low rib and your hip point stays the same. Can you move your elbow straighter? Elbows. And then circle the arms. Circle them around and reach to the outsides. Come on, back up. Forward. Take the arms up, 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 up. Don't change your ribs. And then circle around. Circle, go wide, wide. The biggest snow angel you can make. One more time. Take it out. Lift up. And then around. Good. Okay, come on up. We're going to come to cat-cow here. Hands on the floor. Table position. Let your belly fall. Look forward. Inhale. On your exhale, chin to chest. Press your hands into the floor. It's the same thing. The shoulder blades are sliding off your back here. But this time I am lifting my rib cage. I'm flexing my rib cage. I'm going to bring my gaze to my navel and I'm tucking my tail. Then I'm going to tip my pelvis forward and open up. It comes up last. Exhale, chin to chest. Press and lift and tuck. Inhale, tip, open up, and head comes up last. Good. Come to neutral. Shift your body back. Bum comes to your heels. Child's pose. You can go to knees together or knees apart. We're going to walk arms over to the left. Arms to center. Arms over to the right. Body drapes over the left leg more so. Head in between the arms and reaching. Good, and then back to center. And up. Tuck your toes under. All right, let's warm up the belly just a little. So set your shoulders on your back, your shoulder blades. Fingers are spread. Biceps are facing forward. Hold that. Draw your front ribs in just a smidgen so that you feel that connection happening between the ribs and the space between your ribs and your pubic bone, your hip bones. Hold that, lift the knees off the floor. Hold and breathe. The goal is to breathe, no matter what. Lower down. Shift back. Shift forward. Shift back. Shift forward. Good. Tuck the toes under, lift up. And I'm a little bit higher. I'm not quite in downward dog yet. My arms are still in front of me. I'm going to make sure my biceps are facing forward. Fingers are spread wide. I'm even going to grip the mat with my fingertips a little. And then holding that grip with that foundation, I might even draw my elbows towards each other a smidgen. Feel the contraction happening there, and then move your body back away from your hands. Elbows are still moving towards each other. I'm moving my head in between my arms. I'm not really paying attention a lot to my knees, but my knees are bent. Right, so now my ears are beside my biceps. The backs of my armpits are moving down towards the floor. My fronts of my armpits are lifting up. Now here, there might be a tendency to roll out. If I'm lifting my biceps up, there might be a tendency to roll towards my outer hands, but I'm gonna connect with my Peter pointer mound and my fingertips. Hold that and then spiral again. Once you've got that, shift forward to a high plank position. Don't lose your arms, don't lose your shoulder blades. Shift forward, shift your feet back so that you find a high plank top of a push-up. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog, bend your knees. The bending of the knees encourages the length in the spine. We want that. If you like, you can hold and start pedaling out your feet. Notice where your shoulders are. Slight bend in the knees, shift forward, high plank. Lower down. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Notice where your shoulders are, your arms. Okay. Walk your feet to your hands. Take your feet wide. Bend your knees. And then fold into your thighs. So I'm in between my thighs, letting my head go. And then I'm going to walk both hands over to the corner, the left corner of the mat. And I'm going to reach my right hand over top of my left hand. And I'm going to bring my ear towards my right bicep. And I'm going to squat as much as I need to. Feeling a good stretch in the right low back. And I'm going to round my back as much as I need to. I can move my spine just to move around in that stretch. And then I'm going to walk my hands over halfway. And then I'm going to go all the way over to the right side. Right hand comes down. Left hand sits on top of right hand. And then I'm going to peek underneath my left arm. Good. And then I'm slowly going to come out of there. Come back to center. Bring my hands to my knees and rise up. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And down. Grab a block. Slight bend in the knees. Lengthen the spine. I'm going to shift notice where your weight is. Do you have too much weight in your heels? Bring your weight so that you're even between the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot. And if you have a mirror or anything, you can check out to see if your hips are ahead of your heels. I have a tendency to be back here. So I'm going to move, I'm going to shift, and come a little bit forward to find the ball of my feet more. Now from here, keep your knees wide over top of your heel and then twist up to the right. Doesn't matter how far you go in your twist. And release. And up with the left. And down. Okay, this time, lighter on the left fingertips. Lighter. Twist up to the right. Again, doesn't matter how high you go. I'm going to get lighter on my left fingertips even more. Lower the right. Light on the right fingertips. Twist up to the left. Lighter on your right fingertips even still. Good, and then come forward. Good, hands to your waist, rise up. Circle the arms up, inhale. Good, exhale, hands to heart. Heel toe your feet in. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And down. Step back, right foot. Okay, keep your left outer heel down, left big toe mound. Walk up the thigh. Circle the arms up. Look up. Circle the arms down and around. Step forward, right foot. Step back, left. Circle the arms up. Release. Step forward. Step back, right foot. Okay. This time, walk your hands to your knee. Okay. Right leg is long to start. Arms forward. Okay, same setup. Biceps are up. Move your elbows towards straight. Notice where your left hip is in space. Is it really out to the left? We need to draw it in and hug it in. Right? Arms are up. And we've got this, when we put arms up, from when we were sitting before, we want to keep this distance from the hip to from the hip bone to the rib cage the same. So then let's lift up. Don't change that distance. Don't change that distance as we lift up. Bring the rib cage up at the same pace that the pelvis tilts and the shoulder blades come up. Now that we're here, lower, a little bit lower. Right, so we're holding, we're breathing. Now my back leg is bent a little. I'm gonna move it towards straight a little bit more, just to feel my hip flexor stretch, which we want. Okay, so now I'm still holding. My arms are up, my palms are facing in, right? I'm gonna lift up. I'm gonna keep the distance between my hip bones and my rib cage the same, but lift up through my sternum. Maybe look up towards the ceiling a little. Good. Back to center. Circle the arms back around. Fold forward, hinge at the hips, fingertips to the floor, step forward. Step back, left foot. All right, we got to repeat all that for the other side. So right heel down, right big toe mound down. Sink your right bum down. Setting up for our lunge, arms lift. So my back body is the same length as my front body. I'm not like this already. right? I'm one big line. My arms are an extension of that line. Okay, I'm gonna hug my right hip in towards the midline. So I'm really feeling my right hip working. My left leg is long and strong. While I hold this runner's pose, this runner's lunge. Now I'm gonna lift up. As I lift up, my left knee is gonna bend a little, which is totally expected. So I'm lifting, my rib cage and my pelvis are coming up at the same rate. Soften shoulders. Lower a little bit lower in your lunge. Good, hold. Okay, so reconnect with the rib cage where it is. And if you need to, think about lifting the back ribs up just a millimeter. Soften the shoulders. Once we've got that connection here, lift up through the sternum. Lift up the sternum, turn your gaze up, looking up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. So we come out of this pose just as mindfully as we went in. We circle the arms back around, hands to the hips. Fold forward at the hips, fingertips to the floor, step forward. Root down, rise. Inhale. Exhale, hands at heart. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna have a sip of water. That's my cue. Okay. Okay. You go the other way. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And down. Fingertips to the floor, hands to the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Step back right, step back left. Okay. So my feet are a little bit further apart, about a hip width, hip width distance. Spiral your right arm so that your bicep faces forward and you've got a good connection of shoulder blades to rib. Then from there, pivot your feet and turn your body away from your right arm. And I'm stacked. I'm on the outer edge of my right, the inner edge of my left. I'm going to extend my left arm up. Side plank, supported. Well, not really supported. If you want supported, bring your bottom, your front leg forward. Otherwise, feel the burn here, which is great. Turn your palm towards the wall in front of you and bring the left arm over. Turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the floor away with your right arm. Good, circle the left arm back around. Come back to plank position. Okay, other side. Set up your left arm. So external rotation. Pivot your feet. Turn your body away from your left arm. Stack your body on top of your left arm. Press the floor away with your left arm. Inner edge of your right, outer edge of your left. Feet are active. Extend the right arm. Turn your right palm towards the wall in front of you. Bring the right arm over and over the right ear. Reaching. Circle the right arm back around. Bring it over and around. Bring it to the floor and come back. top of a push-up, lower down for 3, 2, and 1. Forward pose. And press back, downward facing dog. Walk the heels out. Okay, we're gonna do some jumps like we've done before. Fingers are spread wide, biceps facing up. So get your shoulders in good position. We bend the knees, push off, and land. Bend the knees, push off, land gently. And again, bend the knees, push off, land gently. Try not to move your shoulder. You want to keep your shoulders set as you do this. It gets tricky to keep on that while you're lifting because your mind will leave, but bend the knees and down. And again. Stay focused on your shoulder blades. Bend the knees and down. 2 more. Bend the knees, push off and down. 1 more. Bend the knees, push and lower to the knees. Okay. Down dog. This time, take your heels. Well, actually, I don't want to be the heels to be the leader of this action. So instead, take the tops of the inner thighs back, move your knees a little bit straighter, and as a result, your heels will fall down towards the floor. Walk your feet to your hands. Root down, rise. Exhale, hands at heart. Circle the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And down. Step back, right foot. All those principles in mind that we did before, arms forward. Bring it up. Inhale. Exhale, circle the arms around. Step forward. Left foot back. Same thing. Set up. Arms forward. Connection. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle the arms around. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Right foot. Inhale, arms. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, arms. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, step back, left. Exhale, arms. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, arms. Pull forward. Inhale, step it up. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, arms. Exhale. Inhale, arms. Take it around. And then exhale, step forward, right foot. And back. Inhale. Exhale, arms. Inhale to hold. Exhale, take it up. Inhale, circle the arms back. And then exhale, take your right foot back, top of a push-up, lower down. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale, press back, down dog. Okay. Inhale, step forward, right foot. Twist to the right, left fingertips on the floor. Right sit bone reaching down towards the floor. Circle the right arm back around. Fingertips to the floor. We're going to jump switch. So it's just a switch from the right to the left. Right fingertips on the floor, twist up to the left. Gaze up. And release. Jump switch. Twist. And release. Jump switch. And twist. And around. Jump switch. And twist. And release. Jump switch. And up. And release. Step back, left foot. And lower. 3, 2, and 1. Cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward. Down rise. Exhale, hands at heart. Circle the arms up. Inhale. Exhale back. Step back, right foot. Pivot your back foot for warrior 2. So we're going to pivot it out. Hug your left hip in and under your thigh. Left knee is wide. Left knee is over top of the ankle and in line with the left sit bone. Right? Left forearm to the left thigh. Lift up. Ribs stay connected to the hips. Twist to the right. Right arm up behind the right ear. Good. Extend the right arm up. Turn the palm towards the wall in front of you. Bring it down. Gaze up on the inside of your right arm. Circle the right arm around. Come on up. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the warrior 2 legs. Now we're going to go to warrior 2. Okay, windmill the arms around. Step back, left foot. Down dog. Step forward, right foot. Pivot your back foot. Right heel underneath right knee, in line with right sit bone. Hug your right hip in underneath your right thigh. Hold that. Right forearm to your right thigh. Press up and in. Get some height here. Get some length in the right side body. Twist to the left. Ribs stay connected here. Left hand behind your left ear. Extend the left arm up. Turn your palm towards the wall in front of you and bring it on and over. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Notice if your right knee is coming in towards the midline, you want to keep it wide. Okay, we're going to come out of this shortly. Circle the left arm around. Lift up. Bring your right arm forward. Warrior 2. Soften the shoulders. Notice if you're even in your feet. Are you more in the front leg? Are you more in the back leg? Look center. Windmill the arms around. Back. Step back. Down dog. I'm going to take my feet wide in my down dog. I'm going to bring my right arm In the center of the mat, fingers are spread wide. Left hand is gonna come to the outside of my right knee, and I'm gonna move away from the floor and get a stretch. It's not really offering me too much of a stretch, but it's definitely a lot of work on my right arm. I'm gonna switch arms. Right hand comes to the outside left knee, and I'm pressing away from the floor, looking up underneath the left arm. And then back. Good, find your downward dog. Shift forward, high plank, lower down, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra pose. Oh. Child's pose. All right, come on out. Have a seat on your buttocks. If you need a blanket or a sweater, we are going to do a seated pose. Turn your mat over if you need it. Right leg's going to be out. It's not at night, like this is straight on. I'm taking it out, not to 45, maybe to 30. My left arm, my left leg, I'm just bringing it in. Toes go down. So I'm rolling my shin bone down towards the floor so that my shin and my top of my foot are in line. And then I'm going to turn my right foot so that it's in and in line with the knee. The knee is facing up. I might take my thighs, move my thigh tissue back. Okay, then I'm going to turn my body towards my right thigh, and I'm going to walk my hands on either side of my thigh, my right shin. Press away with my right big toe mount. Lengthen through the spine. Okay, and I'm getting at my hamstring here, but I'm going to add this little nuance of the left arm to get my left low back. So I'm going to turn so my pinky's up, and if you can, grip the bottom of your right foot. If you can't, grab your, it doesn't matter if you can or can't, the strap, use the strap. But this stretch allows you to get a little bit more in your low back. Okay, let your left leg soften. Good breaths here. She's guarding the door for me. And then release back up. Nice. Okay, we're going to take that to the other side. So the left leg goes out. So this is your straight on. This is out 30 degrees. Right leg comes in. Right toes down, right in line with the right shin. I'm going to turn my body towards the left. Left foot, knee, hip are in line. I'm going to fold down, walk my hands out. Pressing away with the left big toe mount. So I'm feeling some stretch here, maybe a little bit in the right low back, especially if I act, or not necessarily activate, but keep my right bum down. Keep my right bum cheek down, keep that part of my side of my body heavy here. And then I'm going to reach. So I'm going to take my right arm over for the outer edge of the left foot. And that goes all the way down to my right hip, my right low back. This was a request from Beth. I hope you're getting this, Beth. Be able to get this stretch. And then release it, come on back up. Okay. Come onto your belly. All right, we're just gonna rest for a moment. Let's do some crocodile breath here. So my head is resting on my hands. And with the in-breath, feel the in-breath expand your back ribs. You can feel the front ribs press into the floor if you like. It's a little bit harder, I find. I bring my attention to my back ribs, allowing it to expand up. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to turn over. I'll bring you back. Legs long. Palms up. And we'll rest here in Shavasana. We'll do a couple minutes. Closing the eyes gently. We'll be revisiting your intention. Back to the room, back to your physical body, back to your breath and your mind. You're starting to move around fingers to toes. Move your arms if you need to. Some snow angels. Turn your legs in and out. Gently just moving some movement back into your extremities. And we'll just bend the knees. And turn to your right or left side. And come seated. Your hands to your heart, taking a moment for gratitude. On this practice with one Om, we'll inhale together and exhale together, and then inhale for one Om. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Blessings. Namaste. Thank you.